Hey, aren't you...
Wait, aren't you
Taylor
Elijah?
Joy? What are you doing here?
What am I doing here? What are you doing here?
I'm here to talk about the Church of Christ's 110th anniversary.
Well, I'm here to talk about how since last year, one of the biggest, most impactful,
And funnest and even life-changing things happening in the church is
the INC Giving Project. Wow, I'm so glad we're here together for this.
I am too.
In January of 2024, the INC Giving Project exploded back into action with exciting launches around the world.
But did you know that the INC Giving Project has actually been around for over a decade?
Elijah, how old were you in 2011?
I was about 6 years old. How old were you?
I was 12 years old.
Ooh, okay.
The first INC Giving Project I remember was a Teacher's Appreciation Day.
Nice.
My friends and I prepared a musical performance for the teachers and attendees. I remember having a blast rehearsing with my friends leading up to the day of the event and seeing the teachers so happy, feeling appreciated. We sang, "Give thanks," and we all remember the choreography till this day.
Oh, wow. The first INC Giving Project that I remember was a food drive and a canned food distribution my locale did back in 2012.
Nice. Well, let's check in with those who were there when it all started.
The church was primarily just having what we call the Lingap sa Mamamayan projects or the aid to our fellow men projects, mostly there in the Philippines. In 2011 in Los Angeles, when the first INC Giving major project happened. It was right after the dedication of the new house of worship in Los Angeles.
One of the biggest impacts is opening our chapel doors and our compound gates to the neighborhoods all over the world, and especially for those where it's a brand new house of worship, they're able to do a chapel tour as well. And so when they got to know, like, what, I can go in even though I'm not a member of your church, it really softened their hearts and it made them want to know more about the church and to get to know the brethren.
And getting to know the members of the Church of Christ and our community has been at the heart of the project ever since.
It broke down the barriers of uncertainty between the community and the church. They knew that we're here for them, we're here with them, and they're always welcome.
Throughout the years, the kinds of events that have connected us with our community have included
Neighborhood Appreciation Day,
Police Appreciation,
Overall, probably one of the most positive experiences I've ever been involved with in my career in law enforcement.
Firefighter Appreciation,
Military Appreciation,
even disaster relief.
We haven't had anybody to actually walk the neighborhoods and, you know, are you okay? Do you need anything? But I think this really meant a lot to me. You know, it may not mean a lot to others, but it meant a lot to me, you know, for somebody to actually show you that they care.
And Teacher Appreciation.
Yeah, Teachers Appreciation, which is so nice because we never really hear that they really appreciate us. Yeah.
Oh, and of course, winter wear drives.
Food drives.
And a help up.
Wait, which one is that again?
Oh, it's an event to connect job seekers with resources for employment.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You know, growing up with the INC Giving Project meant that I started learning about the importance of kindness at a young age. I remember my parents would take me and my little brothers to INC Giving activities. Everything from firefighter appreciation days to community cleanups to teachers appreciation events. My family was always so happy going to these activities. Being exposed to these projects helped me break out of my shell and realize the importance of helping our communities. One of my favorite INC Giving events was singing for a cause at elderly homes.
Ooh, nice.
I have this one really vivid memory of personally greeting and hugging one of the residents after our performance.
Aw.
Yeah, I'll never forget how happy and appreciative she seemed and that big smile on her face.
That's such a sweet memory.
You know, Elijah, Moments like this showed me that kind actions can have such a positive impact on others.
It's so humbling to think that the INC Giving Project has had such a big impact, not just on our lives, but the lives of other people all around the world.
I never really used to do volunteer work. The INC Giving Project has helped me to realize that a smile, a couple of words, a couple of hours with somebody makes a big difference to someone who's really struggling in life.
Grazie a questi progetti dall'amministrazione della Chiesa, amore, incoraggiamento, apprezzamento, speranza sono diffusi tra la comunità.
Whoa!
Oh,
Do you see that?
yeah, I do. That's so cool. And every week, we get to share INC Giving events happening in every corner of the globe.
Most of the photos and videos we see of events today are shared on social media. But in 2011, social media was nothing like how it is today.
When the project first started, in order to bring the stories to you, the viewers, INC programs like the INC Giving Show had to rely on media volunteers in districts around the world to record the events and submit the stories.
But now this has become our window into the latest events. I see tons of posts all about volunteering and making connections with people.
This is one of those times where we can be truly thankful for the technology at our fingertips, because it really can bring us closer together across the ecclesiastical districts in the Church of Christ.
Here we are so many years later from that initial launch. It continues. We're thankful that all of the districts continue that and keep it alive and well because of its effectiveness and because of the need.
And the need in 2024? To help our community reach out, introduce ourselves,
and connect with them in personal, meaningful ways that leaves the door open for relationships built on faith.
That's just as important today as it was in 2011 when this all started. And so in 2024, INC Giving relaunched in a big way all around the world. You see all of these happy and excited faces. I definitely felt that at our relaunch event in San Francisco.
Likewise, with us in Temecula. Let's see your excited face, Elijah. Nice. Shortly after all these kickoff gatherings, you started to share your INC Giving projects, and the response was tremendous. There was so much content worldwide that the only way we could keep up would be by starting the INC Giving recaps that we share every week on incmedia.org, incgiving.org, and all across our social media platforms.
Yeah.
There were so many memorable moments from the relaunch. And this little cabbage. Well, this cabbage was like the ball that got everything rolling. This simple act motivated INC Giving volunteers everywhere to contribute to this kindness movement, to do something, anything, in their own way. And that little ball grew and grew and grew, and it became the most enormous cabbage of kindness.
Yeah, exactly, because next we started to see neighborhood appreciations everywhere. Like these volunteers who were up at 6 a.m. on a Tuesday just to help their fellow commuters start their day. I don't know about you, but this is me on a 6 a.m. on a Tuesday.
Elijah?
Sorry, where was I? Yeah. Check out this neighborhood appreciation held on an old airport runway.
How about free eggs for this community in Alberta?
Or these care packages handed out to those in need, like in Paris and Vancouver.
And gently used clothes found new owners in a whole bunch of clothing drives.
Neighborhood appreciations are the best. I'd be happy to go and bring my appetite.
Yep, that sounds about right, Elijah. I'd at least bring some snacks to share.
Cannot relate.
But yes, I agree. Neighborhood appreciation events are such an awesome way to get to know people in your community.
But also, we saw some unique INC Giving projects like waste management workers appreciation and appreciation for transit or transport workers.
Oh, and how about this one from the Coast Guard?
It's so cool that it was held at the Coast Guard station. And those are all great groups to show thanks and kindness to since they do so much for our day-to-day lives.
And for our elderly or senior community, we hope they have felt the love through the INC Giving Project as well. Check out these elderly appreciations and Singing for a Cause events in Greece, Great Britain, Canada, Wisconsin, and Sweden.
It was great to be able to talk to people. All the chats I've had have all been very good.
Awesome examples of how INC Giving has grown globally. You know who else received our appreciation and gratitude? Taylor Joy. It's obviously first responders.
Oh,
Yeah, law enforcement officers, firefighters, and nurses or medical professionals all receive some form of love from our INC Giving volunteers.
You know, students and schools benefited too. They received donations, and there were even teacher appreciation events.
It was a wonderful feeling to be appreciated. I think you guys opened it up to the whole community, to the public school teachers, and I'm going to take this back to my own community. And it was a beautiful event. It's very nice, beautiful.
Things like cleaning and school supplies really helped alleviate costs for educators and students. This was one of my favorite stories, and I'm happy to say I've met this young little INC Giving volunteer named Hudson. Even though he was on vacation in the Philippines with his family, he made INC Giving a priority and gave out school supplies to some students there. It absolutely warms my heart to see how caring Hudson is. And good job to his parents for raising such a compassionate young man.
Yeah, way to go, Hudson.
Just like the Bible has taught me. In Proverbs 3:27 it states, "Whenever you possibly can, do good to those who need it." Which leads me to our last superpower, generosity. There's always room in your heart to help others. I believe that we can all unleash superpowers that can drastically, and I mean drastically, help change the world.
And hey, do you remember this cool INC Giving project where free rides were given on skates?
Oh, how fun!
Wow, that's so cool!
But what a fantastic way to help our fellow residents by helping tired commuters get to where they're going. And the free rides did not stop there. Whether it was by tricycle, jeepney, or even car, commuters were treated to free transport by caring and generous volunteers. Check out this INC Giving project in freezing temperatures in Slave Lake, Alberta. I know I would have appreciated a ride in a warm vehicle instead of standing outside waiting for the bus or walking.
Speaking of, one huge way to show the community you care about is by donating blood. Just like these blood donors who gave the gift of life all over the world. Now that's a lot of sleeves rolled up and a lot of lives saved. Amazing job to all those volunteers.
100%. That's just incredible. Oh, thank you very much, INC Giving volunteer. You know what else happened through the INC Giving projects, Elijah?
What's that?
Our world got a little cleaner with all the coastal and community cleanups all over the globe.
Oh yeah, Malta's beach cleanup even made the newspaper.
And Port Moresby was shown on the local news. Then there were park cleanups in San Diego, Nevada, Australia, New Zealand, and Canada. And in colder climates, INC Giving volunteers got a great workout by shoveling snow, like in Ohio, and honestly, just about everywhere in Canada. I wonder if I'll ever get to shovel snow.
What I love is that we're reminded that giving back to our communities doesn't have to be on a grand scale or through a huge group effort, like our young friend here who gave out free donuts to her community.
Oh, I remember that one. Such a simple but great way to show some kindness.
For sure, and who doesn't love donuts? Want one?
Absolutely! And these volunteers? They handed out free dish soap to their neighbors. This family held a cool skateboarding fundraiser for a children's hospital through Capes for Kids.
And we had several volunteers who gave back to food pantries or food banks. Hey, Taylor Joy, is that you?
Ah, yeah, that is! That was a great activity to participate in.
And in the Bay Area, Belle, Nikki, and their friend Roger Lee donated books to a library and also gathered food for a food bank.
And through all of these INC Giving projects, not only did we give back to our communities and help out our neighbors, but we shared our faith in the process. Jasmine from Temecula, California, had a coworker join her when she helped pack meals at Community Mission of Hope. And in Vancouver, when the volunteers there had a beach cleanup, people who were just walking around approached them to collect their recyclable bottles. And during their little coffee break, a visitor from California, Gemma, came over to ask for restaurant recommendations in the area. After chatting for a bit, Gemma asked about their INC Giving shirts. And so the Vancouver crew gave her one of the care packages that contained incmedia.org and incgiving.org cards so she could learn more.
Honestly, with a big group wearing the same INC Giving t-shirts, I'm sure people must have been curious and asked many questions.
Definitely. And we really hope that this kindness movement only gains more momentum going forward. We're diving into the exciting future of the INC Giving project.
And how the younger generation of volunteers is taking the initiative to make a big difference in our community.
I've been involved with the INC Giving project ever since it launched. So I started when I was really young and I continue to be part of the project. I actually grew up with the INC Giving project. And so the best part about it is seeing the project get bigger and bigger, being so global, even more worldwide, that everyone around the world is helping the communities in every way that they can. And the best part about it for me is seeing people my age who also grew up with the project continue to be part of the project, and even younger people joining in to help the communities in every way that they can.
One of the most impactful ways our younger generation is contributing through food donations. We're organizing food drives, collecting essentials, and distributing to those in need, spreading love and care throughout communities.
Through the INC Giving project, we can show them we're not just helping the communities here, we're doing it all over the world, and it makes us feel really proud to be members of the Church of Christ.
Our young volunteers are showing their gratitude to those who serve us daily through Appreciation Days. From teachers to firefighters and police officers, they're saying a big thank you with heartfelt cards and small tokens of appreciation.
It's been a joy to have everybody here. I've never known anything like it. I've lived here a long time, and this is the happiest, gentlest, likable I've ever known.
And let's not forget our seniors. Senior Appreciation Days are filled with joy and compassion. Young INC Giving volunteers are spending quality time with the elderly, sharing stories, playing games, and simply brightening their day.
We hope that INC Giving can be a project that can continue for generations to come. That is something that young people in the church, no matter where they are, what language they speak, that it's something that they can invite their friends to come, hey, volunteer with me. And that's how they introduce the church.
Profound missionary impact was a vision that Brother Eduardo had that we didn't anticipate in the very beginning.
Quindi sono sempre più ispirata a condividere la mia fede e I valori cristiani.
The future of the INC Giving project looks brighter than ever with the youth leading the way. We're excited to keep growing, helping, and making a difference, one community at a time.
Together, we're building a brighter future, one act of kindness at a time.
And as we celebrate the 110th anniversary of the Church of Christ, join us in the INC Giving project and be part of this incredible journey.
For more information on how you can get involved, visit our website and follow us on social media. Elijah, it has been really good being together in person. Let's keep on spreading those good vibes every week on incgiving.org.
Absolutely, Taylor Joy. And don't miss out on any of our weekly recaps and all the excitement.
And don't forget, whenever you possibly can,
say it with us now,
Do good to those who need it. And happy 110th anniversary to all the Iglesia ni Cristo members all around the world.
Bye.